Bonsoir tout le monde. Welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We're back with France following a wonderful war with the Holy Roman Empire, which did not go well, but we ended with a white peace, so not so bad. So, where we are now is we need to prepare for colonising. Portugal and Castile are already ahead of us. We have an institution gradually coming upon the country. Actually, it hasn't reached us yet. Started in Portugal. But it will get there. But yeah, we really need to get on with the colonising. It doesn't matter that we're behind, because we're basically going to bully them. But we need to be focused on peace. We may try to attack England again in the meantime. But firstly, we really need to do something about this. We have a whole bunch of loans. We temporarily got a bit of help from the Pope in not being charged too much, but we desperately need to sort our money out. So we're probably going to try to build buildings and possibly do some development. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so in the meantime, what should we be doing? Let's get back to improving relations with allies, with potential vassals. To start with, just so we know where we are. We're expecting an uprising in Kent. I'm really wishing that army was recovering rather than this one, but we'll just have to lump it for now. So let's just spin on time a bit. That's fine. Okay, so got some diplomats back. Let's improve relations with Castile. And I guess Aragon, although it doesn't make any difference. Oh, I wonder if we should be focused on technology temporarily rather than... Yeah, might try and get this technology before we get any more defensive ideas. Administrative, the same. We could do getting the technology if it's all possible. Let's focus on that. Okay, opposing factions. That's fine. What's our strength? We must always attack. I'll go for we must always attack because I'm hoping our next fight's going to be against England. And with that in mind, I may start building a spy network. We need to work out who our allies are. Okay. That. No, that's fine. I can accept that. I don't like it. We may find that we get our army in Kent wiped out. But on the plus side, we shouldn't be in much actual danger. Like losing Kent should be the limit of what we have to worry about. So it's worth honouring the alliance just for that. Ooh. Hang on. Big army coming to land. What was that I just said? Oh well, fair enough, but they won't be getting many reinforcements. Okay, we've got an advisor causing trouble now. So I can lose 10 prestige but gain some diplomatic power, or I can lose a statesman. I'm going to lose a statesman. it's not worth a prestige hit. All things considered, I'll just take this guy instead. Okay, let's get to Armor, I suppose. Oh, they've landed on a castle. Well, that was foolish. That should mean we have the advantage and we don't appear to have a general. Very foolish. Plus, if we can't retreat to the ships, they may actually get their army wiped out. So that would be incredibly foolish. To Italy? Ooh, hang on. Slow down a little. Okay, that's not really our problem. Oh, this is good. Just had some... Yep, I think England just lost their entire army. That was foolish of them. But anyway, unfortunately this probably means we're going to end up with a truce of England, which we could have done without. Ooh, okay. I think we might have had this before. So we either get +1 base production at the cost of local unrest, or we get a safeguard. I think we should get the base production because that's going to last all game. I can cope with a bit of... so that's down to the development thing again, which we have done before. If you can get hold of a province, in effect that's production, the diplomatic power one. But yeah, we do like improving those where we can. Actually, changing my mind about this one a little, maybe. Oh, maybe I can send an army to take Porto. Might still count as ours. I mean, the main thing we need is for this army to recover. I don't think there's any way to tell it to favour one army over another for recovery. Right, I'm going to go for production, because we're going to end up being a trading nation. I didn't think about this actually. Our war exhaustion's going up again. Never mind. Never mind, not to worry. So whether I carry on down here may depend on whether we get Porto or whether Castile does. Oh, actually, I think they've got plenty of armies anyway, so... I'm not sure I'm going to worry about it. Oh. Occupied by us. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just hold on to Porto then. Right. Can we put down this rebellion? And will the English immediately attack us? We can't. So we've been forced to flee, the English army has attacked us, that army is going to get decimated. That's very unfortunate. Can we make peace with England? We can't. Okay. Emerge from Bohemia. That's not a bad thing. Okay, well fine. I'm just going to hold here, keep hold of Porto. Maybe if we're really lucky, England will be really stupid and attack their own separatists. You never know. Doubt it, but you never know. That's an advisor. Might reduce national unrest. That sounds like a good idea. So if we're going to take this back, we're going to need more ships. Probably. Or at least we would benefit from more ships. We also desperately need money though, so we should make more trade ships, which are always good for money. So how many more ships can we have? Certainly more than we've got. So I'm going to make 3 trade ships and 3 cogs, 3 transports. Okay, so that's the Portuguese army. Not very inclined to do much, I have to say. I didn't want this war, Castile dragged us in. We defeated quite a big English army for them. From that's fine. Advancement of religion, that reduces our institutions spread, so I don't think I will. Certainly not at the moment. It might be something we can revisit later once we have actual provinces that aren't Catholic. Okay. So, what else? Well, we could do with improving relations with the Pope, maybe improving relations with Naples. It'd probably be worth just generally improving relations with people. I don't think there's anyone desperate to attack apart from England, although it might be worth getting claims on all the nearby provinces, to be fair. Just in case we're dragged into another war. Okay, looks like Castile's dealing with Portugal themselves, which is good. So basically our main concern is going to be getting our army back over to Kent before the separatists succeed and we lose Kent. So our first thing is we need this army to get back up to strength, which would be 28 at the moment. Military access, no problem. Here is yet another comet. I'm surprised we haven't been wiped out. There have been so many comets. It's just a mercy none of them have hit. Okay. So I don't need to worry about losing Porto now, so I'm going to get our army up here so they're ready for Kent. So Castile can't take Porto off us. Only the Portuguese army or some rebels could do that, and Castile is now stomping on Portugal so badly that I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, these are counted as ours as well. What have we got? Lose army tradition and navy tradition, or gain war exhaustion. We may as well just gain war exhaustion. Honestly, I'm very keen to conclude the war quickly, but I can't. Actually, I probably can't because we'd need to make peace with Portugal. We can have a white peace in theory. Just pull a diplomat out of Naples. Oop, technology. Shipyards. Okay, great. Slightly bigger trade range. Our English spy has been discovered. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna leave him there anyway. Cool. Made white peace with Portugal. I don't think there was any chance of Castile giving us anything. And it should mean, hopefully, that we can get across to Kent and sort this rebellion out. can't actually land, so we couldn't send our ships directly to Kent. We have to do this transport and land the troops. And of course we also couldn't take all of our troops. But it's fine. Right, I'm assuming they can't move across. So because the ship's here, we can practically use them as a stepping stone, but we have to have a small enough army to be able to fit on the ships we have. I think this is sometimes slower, but we're not in a huge hurry today, so I'm not going to worry. So, I mean, this in some ways isn't good, because we don't want any of our colonial rivals to gain too much dominance over the others. So Castile stomping on Portugal isn't actually a plus. But it can't really be helped. Okay, so let's build a spy network in Savoy, build a spy network in Burgundy, which we can't for some reason. Oh, they're Austria. Right, okay. That's Provence. That Nevers. No, there's nowhere we can make a claim on. It's worth hovering over fabricate claim to see if you can actually make a claim. We can make a claim there, so let's start building a spy network. We've got the military technology I wanted. And that means a change of infantry, I think. So I'm going to go for Condetta, because I think these... Hard to say, really. These are Italian. These are German. And these are Scottish and Irish. Let's go German. None of them are entirely appropriate. But we have got a few German lands. Maybe. Hard to say. Probably not, actually. Probably all French lands, but hey. Either way, it's fine. Together. Supply limit's fine, so they can sit in Kent quite happily. However, thanks to Castile and their war, we've now lost another entire army, so we're going to have to build that back up from scratch. I will probably try to pay our loans off first, though. So we've got some trade ships, so as we did right at the beginning, select mission, protect trade, and we're going to look for profitable areas. And nowhere is profitable still but Bordeaux. And again, we're going to select, during war, we'll go to a friendly port. But yeah, that should make us a little more money. There will be way more options later. Okay, this will be a very good diplomatic advisor to get. Once we have the money. Could take a while. Just speed time up again. Oh, okay. So we've got administrative benefits. 25 prestige, which we could use, and administrative power. Okay, on this occasion, I think I'm going to go administrative. Because we need the prestige, we really do need the admin power. Because one of the other things that we need is to start doing exploration ideas, for which we're going to need to get to administrative technology 10. So the more admin power we can get, the better, really. Oh! I had completely forgotten that we'd taken this. So, speaking of desperately needing admin power, I might get the technology first. Just because as time goes on, the institution's going to hit us more. So, it's probably better to get this sooner rather than later. Okay. So, once again, spin time on a bit. Okay, right, so we can support the bourgeoisie, or we can upset them for no reason. That's weird. There don't seem to be any advantages to upsetting them. Unless we're scared of them having influence. Okay, let's help them then. We've discovered England's spy, and we're actually in a position to fabricate claims ourselves, I think. So we've got Savoy. So we actually can't fabricate any other claims. But we do have a claim on Savoy at least. Okay. Same story here. And with England, I would very much like to fabricate a claim on London. London would be worth getting, even if we got nothing else. Also, we've lost our claim on Sussex, so I'm going to fabricate a claim on that as well. Okay, brilliant. So if we were to attack England, who would help them? Portugal wouldn't, Flanders and Galera. Scotland would help us, Castile wouldn't. We'll obviously be breaking a truce, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, might be an option though once we've got another army. They're part of the Empire, of course. Savoy part of the Empire now. They are not Corsica and Cologne. Oh right, they're a member of the Empire. Fair enough. Nowhere even close to vassalising them. Got some French noble rebels, which we could really have done without. So we're going to have to bring the whole army all the way back from Kent. Highly annoying. At some point we really need to put some actual military ships in this navy as well. Probably is enough people to put these nobles down. Probably won't get there in time to stop them taking the province, but no, there they go. Not even sure where they came from really. And we've got the scythe, which is good. Once again torn between wanting to build the army back up and wanting to get rid of all these loans. There are rather a lot of them. Unfortunately, colonialism is also really expensive, so having lots of loans is not good. Okay, we've lost our heir, and we've got a new one who isn't as good. That's upsetting. If nothing else, I'm no longer quite as concerned about getting rid of our king. Your heir is 13. weak claim. This is going to affect our legitimacy when he becomes king, unfortunately. So I usually try and have strong claims where possible. Oh, right, yes, we've got enough now. I'm going to go for diplomatic reputation, even though we badly needed money, and there was a trade option. Just because diplomatic reputation is generally the most important thing. And ours is actually looking pretty good now. Which is good, because it was reduced. I do wonder if it might be worth attacking Savoy. Just as a little sideline. Just check the boundaries of the Empire again. Yeah, we've got this whole section here that doesn't include, that isn't part of the Empire, even though I've only just moved our ships back. I was thinking really we ought to be improving relations with random people as well. Members of the Empire, I suppose. Okay, so if we just move this down here. Corsica, I'm not too worried about. Cologne. Cologne's around here somewhere. Oh, there they are. They're literally one province. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can handle all of that. The Pope has become the papal controller. And I've completely failed to notice that we had enough for a papal blessing, so I'll put 5 papal influence towards becoming the next one. And I'm going to raise our diplomatic reputation again. We have a casus belli. We can actually get people to help, but I don't know if we actually want them to. What we do want to do is get a diplomat back. Even though it'll be a bit of a pain having to do this without any help. I don't really want Saluzzo to grow, because we're already struggling to vassalize them, which was really the entire point of being their ally. So I think I might just do this one alone. So we could drag Bohemia in. Would get the war over with faster. Fair enough, let's just ask Bohemia if they'll join in. Maybe they can deal with Corsica or something, but really, I mean, primarily we're just after this. We could vassalize them, but probably isn't worth it. I'm just literally thinking let's just grab another province, seeing as they seem quite weak at the moment. Okay, we've got the Italian wars, presumably because we're attacking someone in Italy. So actually with that in mind, let's improve relations with Bohemia for a bit. But yeah, if nothing else, they'll hopefully handle Cologne for us. Current war with Savoy. Okay. So either we lose our diplomatic advisor or we risk I would rather keep him because he's a good advisor. 2/3 chance of something going wrong. Plus we don't really need to lift the fog of war, but Oh, brilliant. That's good. Brilliant. And the ruler of Florence has been excommunicated. That's fine. Okay, Protestants. We're not actually a Protestant state, are we? But at the same time, we do hate Austria. So why not? Anything that makes trouble for the Empire. Okay, Siege of Savoy is won. May as well finish mopping up their lands, really. Assuming... Oh, actually, Paris could fall any second. Okay. No idea how they... Oh. Change of plan again. Bohemia's sorting Paris out for us. Cool. Well, in that case, we will just finish taking Savoy. Take that province first. Doesn't matter, really, but... Honestly, we could probably stop this war now. Could, in theory, try and take a second piece of land. It'll cost us more to core it and give us much more aggressive expansion. Do need to get a diplomat back again, of course. May as well pull out of Bohemia because we're already at plus 200. We're not actually part of the Empire, but then do we want to have a border with Saluzzo? I'm worried it might turn out Turin actually originally belonged to them. Might just go with what with a basic suggestion. For now. Seems like it's quite a valuable piece of land, at least. Yep, that's fine. I'm guessing we're still stuck on this agenda. We are. Oh no, this is the clergy one, isn't it? Right, we should fulfill this as soon as possible, so we'll increase stability every chance we get from now on. I have a feeling that maybe we should just build 2 more ships. In fact, even 1 more ship would be enough, wouldn't it? Build 1 more transport. It'll make life so much easier. Okay, fabricated claim on Essex. Austria has inherited the throne of Burgundy. Well, there's a surprise. And it sounds like our truce with the English has ended, which is nice. Right, so this is now all Austria. Not great. But there you go. I guess if nothing else, we can at least attack Austria directly next time they intervene on someone else's behalf, which would be something. Okay, so in terms of making money, where are we up to with our missions here? We haven't finished building workshops, so I think we should start building them. So what you can see is, I'm sure we've seen this before, but generally it's the green bit that matters, and you do actually get them up here in orders. You can just select them from this list, or if you know where they are, you can just put them directly. Seems to be a slight difference between the reported values, but this in theory should be what we get every month once we have a workshop. So Paris is way more valuable than anywhere else, so let's build a workshop there to start with. We're supposed to be building 5 to fulfill that mission, but they're all valuable, really, certainly in high value lands. Right, just going to keep improving our relations with various people. Okay. Oh right, this will be the Protestant Reformation hitting. Spare no expense, as always. I've finished coring Savoy, which is good. Okay, brilliant. And let's just check the stability screen, because we want to boost stability, so what are we going to need? 201 to get it higher. Hopefully we'll actually get a chance for our war exhaustion to go down as well. Oh, brilliant! Okay, so we are now the papal controller. So that was pretty random. So we'll again put 5 in. So these are our benefits. Get an extra diplomat. Less aggressive expansion to worry about, more leaders without upkeep, we can call for crusades, we can excommunicate anyone that the papal state doesn't like very much. So definitely worth checking that we can't do that to England. Nope, unfortunately we can't. Okay. Can we excommunicate Austria? No. Actually, it looks like someone already did an excommunication. So, fair enough, I suppose. And there's already a crusade against the Ottomans. Fair enough. Okay. Not to worry. Your advisor... definitely go for national manpower, I think. It's good to see we're actually gaining again. This is basically where the Empire starts having problems, because the Protestant Reformation starts there and it's now going to spread everywhere, and the Empire's effectively going to be torn in two between the... Oh brilliant, we've started getting colonialism between the Protestant and Catholic states. Okay, so colonialism has begun, which is good. Same time, I'm still going to focus on these workshops, so just going to take it from the top, most valuable first. each one we to give us more money, and we'll hopefully start to get richer. Okay. Unfortunately, we really need as much prestige as we can get, so I'm going to spend the most money, even though we can't afford it. That's life as a ruler. Military access, that's fine. I think we might be able to fabricate another claim. We can. Let's go for Hampshire. No, not just yet, I don't think. Manual of colonialism has started, so maybe we should. Maybe now is a good time to do those. Just while it has time to spread. And we have too many diplomats. So let's improve relations with Trier. Might improve relations with the Ottomans. They're quite big, aren't they? Why not? France did historically have a bit of an alliance going with the Ottomans, which was scandalous. So, because they were a huge threat to Christianity. But France needed someone who was powerful enough to oppose the empire, and yeah, the Ottomans were the only ones with that kind of power. England are gunning for Ulster again. Okay, I think our... Ooh. A papal blessing. Right, so... Prestige is going down, legitimacy is going up. So in some ways I'm inclined to go for prestige, but we also desperately need money, so I'm going to go for levy church tax instead. That's probably more important right now. However, instead of getting loans down, I'm going to build another workshop. Okay, no more incense. So each of the Holy Roman Empire states are dealing with the Protestant Reformation in their own way. Actually, at this point, it might be worth, as we're coming up to the end of this particular episode, back down to these maps. It might be worth adding one for religious. So if we just zoom out a bit. So all the yellow areas are Catholic. There's a little head everywhere. There's a cardinal, which are important for papal influence, if nothing else. And all these blue areas are the various Protestant areas. These hearts are centres of Reformation, so the Reformation starts there and spreads out to various countries. And yeah, and this one's being converted. So yeah, one of the ways you can play as Austria is to try to stamp this out everywhere you can in order to keep the empire together. But they're not going to succeed, the computer never does. So it might be worth keeping an eye out. We may end up having some provinces converted in France, and we'll have to decide what to do about it, which probably depends on how well we're getting on with the Pope at the time. Which is an interesting point. Would now be a good time to attack the Pope, given we're the papal controller? Naples and Siena. Naples are the big one, really. Oh, actually, the papal states aren't tiny. Would like to, but I question whether now is really the time. Okay, our spy in England has been discovered. Not that big a deal, really. No. not a big deal at all. Right, okay, I think I'm going to start wrapping it up there. So, not a huge amount happened. We took one province from Savoy and got dragged into Castile, where they've eaten half of Portugal, which is a concern, although Portugal does seem to have spread quite effectively into Africa. So maybe we don't need to worry too much. But yeah, we haven't rebuilt our army particularly. Although the manpower's going up, so we actually can. I'm just worried about our money. We really need more money if we're going to do colonising. So, which is why I haven't rebuilt the army, obviously. We also do need to repay these loans. I just thought it might be worth getting a few workshops first, so that we've got more money coming in, and then focusing on repaying the loans. But we really are going to have to start that. So yeah, not the most interesting episode. I'm not sure the next one's going to be any better. Unless we do decide to attack England, which is possible. Possible. We definitely want Castile to join in there. We'll see. See how we feel, but we definitely need the other army. So anyway, I'm going to stop there for now, and yeah. We are, it doesn't look like it, but we are making progress. The important thing is we need to work towards colonising now. I can see England's already started down there, so we've got to embrace colonialism, get started on exploration ideas, and just start becoming part of the picture. But yeah, we'll leave that for next time, but it does mean we need to start working towards peace. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.